I'm gonna give y'all some 2 cents. Gonna tell a bit of a tale about what's been going on with me. And this SMP that I joined, it was so cool. It's been really great. But at the same time, it's also been something else. It's been really interesting, and I am hoping to do a lot more. But in order to get to that point, I have to retell how I got there and all the things I want, all the things that they were announcing they'd do, and how they keep on going away, and they don't rejoice to see if what they're going to do will actually be happening. You're welcome to another scene in which the character, in which another character is faced with a plethora of decisions and is indecisive as he's playing a game of chess, facing up against an apocalyptic mind, and it seems like it's going to get very interesting. I wonder what this character will do. What will he do? What will she do to be able to win, to be able to conquer over the apocalyptic mind of the other one? Her and he opponent wouldn't one see that it could quite possibly be in pause. And yeah, I just want to say maybe if, maybe if they just maybe if they just maybe if they put up a facade over a facade, if they themselves develop an apocalyptic mind, would they be able to fight an apocalypse with another? Would they win? Would they lose? Would they die? Would they continue to live their lives? Folks, let's see what happens to another character in another scene. Folks, welcome back to the freeze. So we're just gonna get straight into this, right? So I've met a lot of folks through the Tommy and Discord. I've met a lot of people through the Tommy and Discord. And it's been fun, you know. It's been fun. Now, one of those people that I met was this feller called Pug, right? And this feller called Pug, right? It was like, yo, I wanna invite you to this other Discord server. And this other Discord server was of another streamer called Speckner. Now, Speckner is a bit of a speedrunner, right? Speedrunners are pretty cool, you know? But here's the thing. I didn't really care about this Speckner, you know, I didn't really care about this Speckner Discord server, this Speckner fella. Because I'm like, dude, okay, cool, whatever. Like, until I heard that he'd be opening up this SMP. And I'm like, ooh, SMP? I have a history of going through those. I'd like to join it. And so, Pugga told me that if I wanted to join it, the only way I'd be able to join it is by, like, you know, being a regular, you know, becoming a regular, like going on Speckner streams, you know, being like, yo, how you doing, Holmes? You want to talk up for a minute? You know, like, just be friendly with the community. And so that's what I did. That's what I did. I became friendly with the community, and I love the community, man. It's like, they're so cool. It's such a nice community, and it's such a great place. I don't want to name everybody, but, like, genuinely, it is a really chill Discord server. Everyone there is just really funny and nice, and it's so cool, right? But here's the thing. Here's... See, folks, here's the thing. Here's the itsy bitsy little spidery type thing. The thing, folks, is that they're great people, and I got along with them, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I have the courage to be able to talk to every single one of them in VC about something that they were planning to do a while back. So, what is this planning that they were going to do? Well, see, when Pug told me that Speckner had started up this SMP, his own SMP, I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then Pug had also said that they're going to start doing lore. And I'm like, ooh, lore? I love lore. You know, lore, like Dream SMP, you know, roleplay, Dream SMP. You know, freaking, like, Maya Night, you know, that kind of stuff, you know? Like, it's scripted, it's fun, it's entertaining, it's immersive, you know? I love it. I love writing stories. I'm not gonna lie, you know, I'm a bit of a storyteller, alright? I love viewing stories, and yeah, I mean, again, Dream SMP, for example, I mean, I guess you could even say, like, you know, the whole Danganronpa, just stories in general are something that I admire quite a lot, whether it's, you know, watching them or writing them, right? And when I heard that they were doing lore, that's when I was really interested in the SMP, because I'm like, oh, wow, a community like this, that's, like, also, you know, tightly knit and funny and all this kind of stuff, we're going to do lore on this SMP. I'm like, okay, cool, I want to join. And so I started joining Speckner streams, and eventually, while I was in VC with him, while he was speedrunning, he had added me to the SMP. So the first night of the SMP, I had met everybody, had gone through initiation, which is just basically being killed by Speckner. And I looked around, I familiarized myself with Spawn and this and that. And one of the first things that happened to me after initiation was this person in the community called Ishii. Was like, oh yeah, do you, like, they started asking me these like, out of nowhere questions, like, oh yeah, do you like ramen, do you like space travel, do you like, okay, do you like, wait, hold on, the questions were, do you like ramen, do you like space travel, and then I think it's like, do you like I'm trying to think. Do you like ramen? Do you like space travel? And then, do you like ramen? Do you like space travel? And then, do you like speedrunners? Right? So those were the three things. And so I said, yes, I like ramen. Yes, I like space travel. And I said, and I think I said, I don't think they specifically said to me, I don't think they specifically asked, do you like speedrunners? But I think they said, like, do you hate, when trees aren't fully cut down? And I'm like, yes, I hate that. And then they said, alright, then you're a part of the syndicate. And I'm like, syndicate? Like the fucking Technoblade shit? If you don't know, Technoblade, it has a bit of a syndicate in the Dream SMP. And that's the only place I've ever heard a syndicate. Besides, the word, like, I've heard the word syndicate, but, like, as a channel name. I forgot. I think it had something to do with fucking Mionite or something. But anyway, I really hadn't heard the word syndicate before. Unless it was Dream SMP, unless it was just related to Minecraft. Other content from other content creators. And so, I was like, syndicate, huh? And so, Ishii had showed me their base. And underground, there was like this bunker that, they were making it out of, like, blackstone, which is, like, super intimidating. And that was going to be the meeting room, and I'm like, oh my god, this is such a good idea. And so, then they brought me along. It's like, alright, we got to find a place for your house. And instead of finding a place for my house, I found this huge mountain range that was almost in the shape of a crescent moon. And I'm like, oh my god, we could make an empire here. And so I told Ishii, we can make an empire. Now, in this syndicate, there was a few people. There is a few people. And their names are Nail, Pug, surprise, surprise, the person that invited me to this whole thing. Of course, Ishii, me, and Ollie. Now, us five, we really didn't talk that much when I first got onto the SMP. And we, the five of us really haven't talked as one as of yet. Because we sort of just do our own stuff, right? And so, to move along the story, a few sessions later, after trying to find some elytras and failing and gaining the beautiful attribute of PTSD of the end, me and Ishii had decided to join this. Me and Ishii had heard of this new society arising, which was called Haven. Now, Haven is on a mushroom island, which, if you don't know, on a mushroom island, or a mushroom island, no mobs spawn. It's like a mob-free zone. So it's very safe. It's very peaceful. Now, I still haven't checked it out as of recording this video, but I've heard about it from its leader, Arc Jamie, right? Now, Arc Jamie, seems like a pretty cool person, and so I'm like, wait, this is really cool. But the reason why, or not the reason why, but see, I was interested in Haven. And the reason why is because Pug, I'd heard, had moved to Haven. And as of recent, Nail is helping out with Haven. And, usually, if members are a part of a syndicate, I think, I still don't really know if, like, syndicate members, like, I don't know if, like, the official rules of any syndicate, state whether, members of the syndicate can help other people. but I don't think we've even set rules for it. So I guess our syndicate's just really freelance and like everywhere. But I didn't know. I didn't really know what to feel about that. I didn't know, like, oh, is this a betrayal from Pug and Nail, or is this just them wanting to help out? And it's like, of course they just want to help out. They're good folks, And so, me and Ishi had an idea to ask Arc Jamie to become a part, or to become an ally of our syndicate. Or as I stated it, group. Because nobody really actually knows about our syndicate. Speaking of our syndicate, the syndicate's name, which I had changed after everyone voted, I guess. I changed it to the Lunar Syndicate. So that's what it's been. And so the Lunar Syndicate, very cool name. Very, very Pog thing. Nobody knows the name of the syndicate. Most people don't even know that me, Pug, Nail, Ishi, and Ollie are working together. Because Nail is sort of their own person. Pug is his own person. And Ollie's their own person. And me and Ishi are sort of like the duo. And so, it's just, we're all very separated from each other. Which I feel like in the end is a great payoff, because it's like, oh yeah, like if Spectre is on, and then, like imagine this lore-wise, like, me, Ishi, Nail, Pug, and Ollie all roll up to Spec Manor, which is Spectre's house. And we're like, yo, we're like the Lunar Syndicate or whatever, and we just like clobber him right there, canon life lost, like, I don't know. But the point is that the Lunar Syndicate is very cool. It's very cool. I'm enjoying the SMP. But here's the thing. After I'd established a little base, and she's been helping me, and we're having a good time. We vibing. We heard of this operation that one of these other Folkarinos named I'm going to call him Tachan, because that's what I've been calling him. So Tachan and Ollie, member of the syndicate, decided to go on a 10K journey. 10K block journey, which is quite the feat. And I didn't really know what it was at the point. I didn't really know what it was for at the point. But eventually, me and Ishi learned that it was to build like sort of a sanctuary instead of a mountain. The operation that they made had different names. It varied from Operation, I actually forgot. Oh yeah, it varied from Operation Kipper Cave to Operation Mountain Mudkip, and now it's Mount Mudkip. And so when I heard about, Ollie going on this expedition, I also thought like, oh wait, since like there's no official rules for the members, for what the members of the syndicate can or cannot do, I was like, oh no, is this another betrayal? But then, when I had told Ishi this, Ishi was like, no, this is great, because we'll be able to cover more ground. We'll have more maps. We can have maps and this and that, and we can do a lot of stuff. And I'm like, okay. And so we then went on an operation, or I went on an operation to start getting a bunch of maps called Operation Infiltration, which was basically asking Ollie to tell me the coords of where. Okay, so to backtrack, right? When I heard that Ollie and Tachan were going on this 10K journey, I logged on the server, and I DM'd Ollie, like, Ollie, where are you? Like, I have a mission for you, like a syndicate official mission. And Ollie was like, I'm at these coordinates, I'm going to log off here. And so what I did is, well, what me and Ishii did is that we performed Operation Fabrication after Operation Infiltration, which was, you know, getting coordinates from Ollie, right, about where he was when he logged off. Because infiltration, you know, infiltrating Operation, you know, Kipper Cave. So, you get the point? Okay, so then after that, like I said, me and Ishii went on another operation called Operation Fabrication, which basically consisted of us going to the coordinates that Ollie gave us and creating a whole house around where he last logged off, and in front of him placing a chest full of empty maps so he could map out like 5,000 blocks out. So he did that, and we decided, me and Ishii decided to set up a camp 5,000 blocks, like in the middle of the 10K journey. And we made a little camp. It originally started as like a burial for Ishii because Ishii had died once we made it to like 5K. So I made like a little boat because we had a lot of spruce. So I made like a shipwrecked boat, and then when Ishii came back, they were like, "Whoa, that's super cool!" And so then we decided to make a whole fucking Japanese iceberg town called Ibuki Ryu. And that's been cool. That's been awesome. But while in our time there, we were invited to join Ollie, Tachan, and now Pug. Who else was there? Ollie, Pug, Tachan, and Arkies, another person, on this journey on Operation Operation Mount Mudkip. So me and Ishii were invited, and I'm like, oh my god, this is great, because then we can become allies with everybody here. We can gain all their trust, and they can all become allies of the Syndicate, right? Speaking of allies, we still wanted to become allies with Haven. But the thing with Haven is that when I asked a while back, before, you know, the creation of Ibuki Ryu and Mount Kipper Cave, when I asked Arc Jamie about if we could become allies with Haven, nothing, like, Arc Jamie said, no, we can't. We, like, oh, not yet. There's not an established government. There's not an established thing. And it's like, oh, okay, so eventually. But see, here's the other problem, folks. Alright. The other thing that Arc Jamie had told me is that Arc Jamie wants Spectre with Haven. Which, you know, we don't like Spectre because, you know, the Syndicate hates speedrunners. That it's like an anti-speedrunner syndicate. Right? Which sounds silly, and it is. But at the same time, at the same time. So. Long story short, Pug and Nail are a part of Haven and the Syndicate. Spectre now has joined Haven. And now I'm worried, or not that I'm worried, but now I'm like, wait, this is like interesting. This is lore. This is, I want to do something about this. You know what I mean? And so, because like I really enjoy writing stories, and I really enjoy starting something. You know. And so I want to ask Spectre if I can sort of start, you know, if I can start the foundation for a plot line or for lore for the SMP. And I haven't gotten the chance to ask because I don't know how to ask. See, me and Spectre have talked like once or twice, but it's been like 2 weeks since we last talked. And I don't know, to like just like get in a VC with him and ask, like, the first thing I asked him to be, hey, can I write the lore on the SMP? I don't know, man. Anyway, so the long story short of this whole thing, I'm really enjoying the SMP. But the thing is that I want to be able to do more because I want to develop this plotline while it's still hot. You know? Like, think about it like this. Group of secret organization, is forming under the depths of the planet or whatever, under the land of Specnania, right? And two of them have now gone out to help out another organization, or like in another society in which their enemy is residing within. And the other two members of this organization are going out to help one of their other organization members, plus a bunch of other people, on this completely, on this completely separate, like, spin-off, side-off mission. And I don't know. It's just like, there's something here. There's something there, dude. I mean, I just want to manifest the whole goddamn thing. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. It's just that, oh my lord, folks. It's just, there's so much I want to do there, but I need to talk to Specner, and I don't know how to, I really do not know how to talk to Specner about writing plot, or like creating a plot line. Not just for the Syndicate, but which includes him, which includes Haven, Arc Jamie, and there's just so many people that I have to actually ask. And anyway, thank y'all for listening to me rant in another episode of Is It Wrong That I've Joined Another SMP? And until tomorrow, let the 1 Week Friends manga by Matcha Hazuki flow away your sorrows, and let Mirai make your eyes tear waterfalls. Until the next episode of Y3. And yeah, arigatou gozaimasu for watching, and sayo.